excited to have students back on campus on Monday, August the 24th. The Holston View staff has created this video to share with you the operational procedures of Bristol, Tennessee City Schools for returning to school. These guidelines are based on information from the CDC, the Tennessee Department of Education, and the Sullivan County Health Department. Put your mask on and come on in, and I'm going to show you what your year will look like.
When you arrive at school, you will notice faculty and staff modeling the practice of wearing a mask. Masks are required to be worn by all faculty, staff, and students. Medically fragile students or younger students who cannot tolerate wearing a face covering may be medically exempt on a case-by-case basis with documentation from a healthcare provider. If you have concerns about your child wearing a mask, please contact the principal. Students will be able to take their mask off when they are outdoors, at lunch, during snack, and during recess. We are asking each student to bring a towel to leave at school to sit on when teachers are able to have class outdoors. We strongly encourage families to talk to their students about wearing a mask and how it keeps our school community safe.
I urge all families to take their child's temperature before arriving to school. Students will have at least 2 temperature checks throughout the day, one being as soon as they get here in the morning. Bus riders will actually have their temperature taken before getting on the bus. Parents will be asked that you stick around the bus until your child's temperature is taken and they are loaded. Additional safety measures for bus riders include wearing a mask, sitting in an assigned seat, sitting with their sibling, hand sanitizing, and maintaining social distancing as much as possible. When parents of car riders pull up along the sidewalk for morning drop-off, please pull up all the way as far as possible and unload quickly. An adult will open your child's door and take their temperature. Adults, if you can have your mask on while we're taking temperatures, that is most appreciated. We will open the door, their masks are up, we will scan their temperature, and then they are cleared to get their backpacks and hop along the way. The safest way to exit the door is behind the driver's seat. Kindergarten through 3rd grade students and their older siblings should enter at door number 6 at the preschool playground. 4th through 6th graders should enter at pod C or D. When students enter the building, they should go straight to their classrooms at 7:50. This is a new procedure that is in place. Students who eat breakfast will go to the cafeteria. It is recommended that students get out in the car line. However, if parents elect to walk their children to the door, please be sure to park into a lined parking space, grab your child's hand, walk them across through the traffic, and then up the sidewalk toward the building. Parents, when returning to your cars, please do not walk down the sidewalk and pass students. We do ask that parents wear a mask while walking and transitioning their students to and from school. As students transition from the cars, we ask that students and parents wear masks. Students will hand sanitize or wash their hands upon entering the building. They will go straight to their classrooms at 7:50 when the doors open. Preschool families will pull up at the curb at the back of the school and walk to door number 17 for arrival. Our kindergarten through 6th grade morning mile has changed to drop and read and does not open until August 31st due to the application process. We ask that no parents use the staff parking lot at the loading dock for arrival or dismissal, as it creates safety hazards for students. Please walk to the sidewalk, maintaining social distancing for your child to enter at door 17. Preschool students will dismiss at the front of the school at 1:30.
The LEAPS Morning Mile program has temporarily shifted to a drop and read program. Due to space availability, there is an application process online in order to be accepted into the program.
We all know how important hand washing is and always has been. At Holston View Elementary, students will have increased opportunities to wash their hands at hand washing stations or hand sanitizing stations. Over the break, Holston View installed 5 new hand washing stations in classrooms. Students will be washing their hands or sanitizing upon entry to the building before and after lunch, before and after recess, before and after transitions to related arts classrooms, and other times throughout the school day to ensure if they are transitioning from one space to another, they are doing so with clean hands.
Our hallways are marked with directional arrows and pathways to keep students safe while transitioning throughout the building. Students will be escorted from one area to another while observing and practicing social distancing measures. Routines have been established and schedules implemented to move students from one location to the other while minimizing student interactions with other grade levels. This will keep traffic flow in one direction as much as possible. Students will practice transition routines for safety when returning to school.
While students are in the classroom, the teachers have arranged the furniture to social distance as much as possible. Students will also have assigned seats that are social distance as much as possible to complete their work within their classrooms. Teachers have made arrangements for students to have their own work supplies. We also encourage students to bring their own pencil box and pouches in order to keep their supplies clean and tidy. Students will take their personal supplies with them to special area classes, and some special area classes will meet in the students' classrooms in order to maximize social distancing. Each classroom also has supplies to disinfect and to complete additional cleanings throughout the day.
Bathrooms
and common areas
will be cleaned multiple times throughout the day.
Alright. The return to school has students and families feeling a wide range of emotions. As the school counselor, we will have regularly scheduled meetings with students in small groups and as a class to help them communicate feelings and implement strategies to regulate their emotions. Students in remote learning have been sent a link to their email to complete a weekly check-in.
We will be increasing spacing in our cafeteria and allowing students to eat outside when possible. There may be times when older students eat in their classroom to increase spacing. Students will have assigned seats in the cafeteria. We will not be allowed to have visitors in our cafeteria to minimize exposure to our students. In order to limit exposure to cross-contamination, microwaves will not be in service. Water bottle fillers will remain in service. However, water fountains will be closed. We encourage students to bring a water bottle to school with them each day to use after recess, PE, and at lunch, and other times throughout the day. We thank you for your understanding the measures regarding food consumption in order to keep our students safe.
Your child may be asking about a very important part of the day, recess. Yes, we will be having recess. However, schools will be maximizing the use of their campus to assign classes a designated play area. Students will be playing in their designated homerooms or grade levels to minimize exposure across the school. Elementary students are permitted to remove their masks when outdoors. Students will be asked to wash hands before and after recess. Our playground equipment will be disinfected additional times throughout the school day. Our playground will be closed after school for cleaning and to reduce exposure between grade levels.
Our school has a designated isolation space in addition to our clinic for students who are running a fever or showing other symptoms. This space will allow students to be evaluated and supported while away from other students. Students who have a temperature of 100 degrees or higher will be sent home. When students return to school following an illness, they should check in with school administration to ensure proper communication with health officials and students have been cleared to return to school.
We want to keep our students safe as we send them back to you. We have designated pathways for our students during dismissal. Car riders will come out the pod doors and bus riders will go out the front doors. Parents, as you come to pick up your students, we ask that you wear a mask and that you stay socially distanced while you wait on your student. We also ask that you stay at least 6 feet away from the sidewalk, as the sidewalks will be used as the pathways to return to your cars. On the Pod CD side, we're asking our 4th through 6th grade parents to please stay in your car at dismissal. Teachers will dismiss their students when they see your car pull up. Students will then walk down the sidewalk and enter the vehicle from the driver's side, preferably into the back seat.
We will continue to work to keep students and staff at Holston View safe and as give you as much information as possible. For the safety of our students and staff, we are asking that no visitors be allowed in the building at this time. If you have additional questions, please reach out to your child's teacher, myself, or Mr. Arrington. Thank you for your continued support and for discussing safety with your child and what those safety measures will look like this school year. Please stay in tune with our school webpage for the most recent updates and information. We're looking forward to a great year at Holston View.